wanted to make a quick video, maybe semi-quick, just a few things I wanted to thank you guys for, make you aware of, get you guys some updates. So first of all, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 1,007 by today. So again, I don't have the largest channel on YouTube by any means. It's kind of strange that I have 1,000 subscribers and most of my videos get like 200 views after a while. Unless they're a supplement video, then they get like 50,000 views or something. But serious. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate everyone who comments on my videos. Even you guys that kind of harp on me about my form and all that stuff. I still love you guys. So yeah, thank you for all the support as always. Continue to share my channel, like my videos, all that good stuff. I don't push that. You know, I'm not big on like social media and pushing all my crap on people. I don't really do this. I don't get, you know, significant amount of money from YouTube. It's not really my goal to make a living off YouTube or anything. I just kind of do it to track my progress and to hopefully educate a lot of people that I wouldn't be able to do without. And so that's my first thing I want to really talk about. Second thing I want to talk about is kind of some training update with me. So today is, what's today? November 7th?
15th.
November 15th, so it's Friday, November 15th. Training-wise, things are going really well. My heaviest lifts to date, 380 squat is the most I've ever hit. I hit it for a triple last week. Bench press, I've been doing pause, so I'm not hitting really any PR numbers there. And deadlift, just a few hours ago, I pulled 435 for a single. I've pulled 430 for a double and 425 for a triple. So best pull ever of my life today, 435. So yeah, I was just trying to get some max out numbers for a variety of reasons. I'll probably end up trying to max out on squat on Sunday, and then another time again on the following week. They'll probably max out on bench press, touch and go, max out 2 times next week as well. Probably won't deadlift incredibly heavy next week, just because I feel like 435 is probably right around my max. I probably could get maybe 5, 10, 15 more pounds. I really wanted to grind it out. But again, no real point in hitting like a true 1 rep max in training. I like what Brandon Lilly says, that, you know, PRs really don't count on the platform if you're a power lifter. So yeah, I'm going to leave some in the tank with that. So yeah, 435 deadlift. Probably going to shoot somewhere between, I would say at least 395 squat, all the way up to 425 sometime next week. And I haven't really been trained to touch and go bench press, but I think I'll probably sit somewhere in the 270s. My best ever is 260 right now, touch and go. So I'm pretty damn sure I can hit a 5-pound PR. 270 is kind of what I'm shooting for there. I'll probably do that next week. Then I'll probably do another mock meet during dead week, which is like 2 or 3 weeks, because some of my friends are doing like a powerlifting meet, and they're wanting to get some like a kind of a meet environment in there. So I'll probably just mess around and actually do the squat, bench, and deadlift on one day, just like a meet would be, and see what I can get there. So that's the second thing I want to talk about. It's kind of where I am with training. And third thing I want to talk about was how I'm going to start changing my program for the most part. Not that I've really been on a program, but probably since, I want to say April-ish, maybe, definitely since May. I haven't been doing really any standard like program. I ran 531 for 7 months. I did Mad Cow, like a hybrid. I messed with it. I did Mad Cow for a few weeks. Didn't like it so much, and I felt like I could make better progress. And really a big inspiration for me was Matt Perryman's Squat Everyday book. He really has kind of like opened up my mind to more frequent training, and also talking to people like Ben Escrow and Mike Zordos, who are big on doing the lifts frequency, a lot higher frequency than most people are capable of, a lot higher frequency than most people advocate to do. That's when I ran my few weeks after that. I ran Smolov Jr. for bench press, which is just brutal. 4 days a week. One day is like 10 sets of 3. You know, I think at like 85% or something. And yeah, my numbers have just been flying through the roof since I've been doing DUP. I haven't really looked at my numbers lately as far as where they've compared, but literally I don't remember the last time I didn't PR on a deadlift for probably the past 2 or 3 weeks. Like I said, I remember when I started this wave in September, the last week of September, I just looked, I pulled like 360 for 5. was my top set. And I don't even know what my top set for 5 is. Like I said, I've pulled 425 for a triple. So I probably could pull 405. So you're looking at like probably 50 pounds in the deadlift at least, I would say, in 8-9 weeks. So that's amazing progress for me. Same thing with squat. What I used to struggle with like a 1 rep max with, like 370, that was a decent 1 rep max for me. I've been able to hit that for like a set of 5, not that grindy. So cannot say enough about how beneficial DUP has been for me. But with that being said, partially my fault because I really haven't deloaded volume in I think like since the end of September, so probably looking at least 8 weeks. Haven't deloaded volume at all on the big 3. Bench press is fine, I really don't have an issue with that, but squats, I've had an issue with my right knee a little bit, the back of it. I think it's some menisci problem or something, but I'll figure that out. But more recently, I've had like my patellar tendonitis start to flare up on my left knee, and I really think that's just a volume issue or a frequency issue. However, can't really separate those two. I made some slight differences with just having my feet as opposed to point straight out, flaring them a little bit, and that helped a little bit yesterday, but it's still there. So kind of a long story of why I'm telling you guys this. I'm going to kind of switch up my training to be less frequent with the big 3. So I'm only going to be doing bench, squat, and deadlift 1 time per week. So those will be 3 of my days. And then I haven't really decided 100% sure. I'll be a little flexible, but I think I'm going to do a chest and back hypertrophy day and then a shoulder and arm, yes I said it, a shoulder and arm day as well. So kind of have 3 powerlifting days, 2 bodybuilding days, if you want to think about that. And it's going to be, I would say, Cube Method inspired by Brandon Lilly. Again, I don't like to say I'm actually on a program unless I'm running exactly what they're saying. But I have been following Brandon Lilly, watching a lot of his stuff, reading. I read 365 Strong, which is a great book if you want to grab that. I have been following him a lot, and one of the cool things he talks about in his book is the idea that 365 Strong and the Cube Method and all that stuff, and really any program that you guys have that we have on paper with percentages and an estimated 1 rep max and all that stuff is only a template, right? He never says, almost verbatim in his book, he talks about, if 85% is feeling light one day, go heavier. If it says 85% and it feels freaking heavy, take it back a little bit. Don't be such a robot with your program. So that's what I'm really going to do. I did some of his deficit deadlift and block pulls today after my heavy single, and I really liked it. They're definitely a challenge for me, especially those deficit deadlifts, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be a mix-up. Again, I've talked about before, a big part of programming, not only how effective it is as far as does it make sense, but are you enjoying it? And just mixing up your routine for no other reason than just to get excited again is really important. Not that confuse your muscles and all that crap. But yeah, I'm most likely going to take next week to just kind of work some things out. Definitely hit some maxes. Really trying to hit that 405 squat. Probably somewhere in the 270 bench press. Another thing I'll probably do is for this 9-week wave for the Cube Method is to go back to sumo deadlift. I feel like I've built my conventional up. 435 is more than I ever thought I'd really pull conventional because it used to be so bad for me. So, after this 9-week of pulling sumo, hopefully I can, I would assume I can get a little bit more than that because I'm just a better sumo puller. So maybe 450, 460, something in that range. I'm not really sure. Again, I haven't really decided what I'm going to set my numbers off of either. But again, the important thing that I really like about not the cube, but that I can understand now is that when it says 85% and maybe it says 365 that I should have on the bar, if that feels too heavy, it's okay to back it off. If that feels too light, it's okay to bump it up. So yes, I may start my program, say with a 470 estimated deadlift. So my 85%, all that's based off that 470. But again, it's not going to be 470 stagnant. One day it may be 470 and I may take a little bit off. So it'll probably be somewhere 450 to 490, somewhere in that range if you really think about it. Same thing with the bench press and the squat. I won't talk a ton about what the Cube Method actually is because again, you can always research it and I'll probably be talking about it a lot more in my upcoming training videos. So yes, next week will be max out week. The following week will be the first week of the cube. Again, I'll be having a squat, bench, deadlift day. I'll have some accessory work on those as well, but it's really going to be really focused on the big 3 lifts there. And then, like I said, as of right now, I believe I'm going to do a chest and back hypertrophy day, and then a shoulders and arms. I may end up doing just an upper hypertrophy and lower hypertrophy. I'll figure that out, but the main 3 will be the cube. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. A little bit longer than I wanted it to be, like all of mine. But yeah, thank you guys for the support. 1,000 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it, guys. Can't say that enough. Some other things, make sure you guys check out my website if you're not aware of that, gregferrisfitness.com. You should subscribe to my newsletter, which is in like the bottom left-hand corner if you scroll down. I've gotten a lot of good feedback from that. I think I only have like 50 or 60 subscribers though, but it's packed full of information. Pretty much everything that I read during the month that I think is, you know, worth a shit, I'll put in that. I'll put all of my articles I'm writing. I'll put all of my updates in writing. I'll give you guys like books that I'm reading, studies that I've seen that are interesting. It's a huge resource for you guys. So make sure you check out that newsletter. Check out the Facebook page and all that good stuff as well. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and see you later.